afternoon, South Africa. It's good to see you. It's a brand new week. Hey?
How are you doing?
I'm very good, Mascot. How beautiful does this lady
thank you.
look today?
Thanks so much.
Do a little bit one of those full things where you make the fullies go?
Boomerang. I'll do a live boomerang.
It's so good to see you. Hope your weekend was awesome.
Absolutely, mine was too. This year is flying by at an incredible rate, and October has come and gone, and now we're basically 1 month away from summer. With today's Motivational Monday, we're getting you off that couch and into your gym gear. As you know, we've been subscribing to Woolies #StartsWith campaign, which involves sharing inspiration amongst each other to lead a healthier lifestyle. And today we're joined by one of the campaign's motivators, Thickleeyonce.
We cannot wait. And I'll be getting into my sweat gear today. Yeah, you might see a couple of drops come down my face today with some very easy to do at home workouts. And speaking of getting a fresh start, we also chat to an exciting social entrepreneur by the name of Murendeni, and he's such an incredible human being. He's developed a mobile solar-powered water purifier that could be the key to providing sustainable fresh water to all South Africans.
It's amazing.
Yeah, plus we've got a great healthy vegan recipe on the show today. It's a Green Monday, and that'll be coming your way later on, as well as we take a look at how to make the perfect scrambled eggs.
Yeah, I love scrambled eggs. I can't get enough.
Sunday mornings.
Absolutely. Today on social media, we're asking, are you personally affected by the standards of beauty often decided upon by the media? And our first guest is one of the front runners of advocating diversity in the beauty industry.
Indeed. Photographer, blogger and activist Lesego Legoeane, a.k.a. Thickleeyonce, has become one of the 10 most influential people on social media in South Africa, and she has inspired thousands of South African women to love their bodies just the way they are. And we cannot wait to have a conversation. Welcome to the loft.
Thank you so much for having me again. I love it here.
I remember the first time that you were in this loft today, we were all just so blown away by your confidence and your ability to really just take anything on and turn it into something positive in your life.
So sweet. I
love your t-shirt. You've got to show it to camera so everybody sees
and
it.
it says fierce.
Right.
So,
everyone is dying to know the big question.
The big story, yeah. But congratulations also on walking on the runway. How did it feel coming out from that backstage and hearing people screaming your name?
I lost it. I lost my cool. I lost my mind. I was so emotional. It was absolutely probably the best and most fun thing I've ever done. It was an experience and a half.
Because all the other models are coming out and everyone's like, yeah, and then suddenly you come out and like,
I was like, wait, what? My mom's not here. Who's screaming for me? It was crazy.
It was awesome. But then obviously that day turned into one of the most hectic days for you. I mean, you felt sick physically after all of the hate that came through on social media, and something that you've experienced a couple of times online. Like how did that whole experience sort of unpack in yourself internally?
It was intense. You know, I've been cyberbullied for 4 years, but that day it all crumbled down. I literally had not cried that much. I don't know since when. It hurt. It really had. Like, it was so sad because for me, it was such a lovely experience. I thought it would be something that people would celebrate and be proud of, that there's a chubby girl doing something that we don't normally see, walking on the runway for one of the biggest brands in the country, for an amazing designer. I thought it was something so amazing. So to get home, to tweet and be like, I did it, and then for people to react the way that they did, it really was something else.
I mean, do you have a way of dealing with it and filtering it? Obviously, people tag you when they're attacking you because they want you to see their tweets. But do you sometimes just decide, I'm not going to read any of these comments until the storm passes?
I think it's very difficult, especially on Twitter, to run away from it and be like, I'm not going to read it, especially when people are tagging you, especially when you see it when you're going through your timeline. But I've learned that most of the time when people are cruel and when people are mean to me, it has nothing to do with me. People are they're not used to someone that's not conventionally accepted to celebrate themselves the way that I celebrate myself. So it becomes a shock, especially if you as an individual don't know how to love yourself. And they say misery loves company. So people want to drag you into that dark hole. So I think most days I try and stay away from Twitter and social media in general and just like be with friends and family and forget about it. But like I said, it's difficult to run away from it when it's something that I see every single day of my life.
Let's talk about that tweet that shook the world. And suddenly Nicki Minaj was retweeting your tweet. Were you like...
I had to pinch myself.
Did you have to look to
like
make sure that it was
like
her
it was her? Because it could have been a fake account. I literally had to pinch myself 1,000,000 times because honestly, I just said, I don't like you. And for the world to go bonkers over it.
It was so simple.
So simple, straight to the point.
And then Teen Vogue was calling you girl.
Girl, I was like, wait, what? Is this my life? What's happening?
So it's been so interesting to watch your journey online, because there's been this real positive energy of people backing you and supporting you as you've gone along the way.
Always.
And there's always been this real negativity that's come through. And I'm wondering whether it's possible that creating this hype online or having us even draw attention to it gives people permission to then hate more or give this kind of negative press out. How do you stop the process? Because you thought, let me speak out about it, hopefully people will then back off. And it just felt like it gave them more permission to even stand even harder.
Yeah,
that's hard.
It's so crazy, but I know that it's something that I've got no control over. I wish I didn't entertain it, but like I said, some days I'm going through whatever it is that I'm going through, and I feel like it's something that needs to be addressed. I've been watching this series where a young girl committed suicide because of
13
bullying.
Reasons
13 Reasons Why.
And
when this happened, I was really crushed. I'm like, what has to happen before people realize how serious cyberbullying is? I can take it. I can take it because I've got such a supportive mother who's always there for me and who taught me how to deal with negativity. It could have been somebody else who wouldn't know how to deal with it, and this could have ended really badly. So hence I spoke out on it. And me speaking out on it, I guess it kind of creates hype around it, so it makes more people talk about it, which is okay. I need people to know that this is happening. This is what I go through every single day of my life, and this is the price that I have to pay for loving myself. And I'm just like, all I'm doing is being myself, and for people to literally hate me for being me and loving me, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't understand either. Sure. Well, listen, this conversation is going to continue on the couch.
It's going to continue. No, we'll be back with more from Leeyonce later on, but after the break, we're in the kitchen with a very healthy Green Monday recipe. It's a vegan veggie bake. We'll see you in just a bit.
Clover Good Hope Soy Milk. Soy goodness naturally.
Made with love by Clover.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. We're live on SABC3 on this Monday afternoon. And because I'm wearing green, we have to obviously emphasize that it's a green Monday. And having Leo in the kitchen is always such a treat, as no one can make meat-free Mondays quite as exciting as she can. So today, Leo will be making us a tasty dish using Clover soy milk. Soy is an amazing dairy alternative that naturally is high in essential fatty acids, proteins, fiber, vitamins, as well as minerals. So don't forget to SMS the keyword Clover to 33650 for your list of ingredients and the link to the recipe. Those SMSs are charged at R1.50 and your free SMSs do not apply. Let's get cooking.
Yes, I'm green with envy that I missed the colour coordination
today.
But at least I've got the little green bottle over here. We're cooking with soy's unsweetened, Clover's unsweetened soy milk.
Lovely.
And we are making a delicious pasta bake.
Awesome.
First,
well, obviously, I've just learned recently about people's lactose intolerance and also, especially veganism. I've got 2 vegan friends now, and they're always never allowed to have dairy. So
yes, this is their go-to. Perfect alternative for vegans and perfect alternative for those who are lactose intolerant. Also those who want to manage their cholesterol, because this is cholesterol free.
Stunning. Well, let's get using it.
Yes. So I'm going to make the white sauce first. I'm pouring my cold, very important, cold soy milk into the pan.
So from the fridge, kind of cold. Got you.
And we are adding our flour. Very important to add the flour to the cold milk and whisking it.
How come?
Because if you add it to the heat and then add your flour, you'll get lumps.
Oh, I see.
So we are whisking away.
This is so ironic because this weekend I tried to make a lasagna. A white sauce in it, and I really did mix up that white sauce so badly. It turned into white pap. I basically made pap, is what I made for my white sauce.
So now that you mentioned lasagna, obviously this white sauce would be fantastic for a vegan lasagna as well.
Exactly. Nice idea there. Cool. So you've added some of the oil from your sun-dried tomatoes, which is all flavour in already.
Exactly. We want to add a little bit of the sweetness of the sun-dried tomato and a little bit of salt, just for flavour, before we heat it up, make a nice thick pasta sauce. And then we're going to add the white sauce to our pasta, and you can use any pasta. These days you get gluten-free pasta, you get red lentil pasta, you get chickpea pasta.
You get squid ink pasta, you get like spinach pasta, you get everything.
Can we maybe keep it vegan and not use squid ink pasta?
True, yeah, that is true.
It is a green Monday.
All right, so basically that's going to cook down, it'll eventually thicken up, and we've got a version of that one done.
Yes, we've got the version done here already. We've put our butternut and our broccoli in the oven with a little bit of olive oil. You can use any veggies in the fridge.
Gotcha.
So we're going to mix our broccoli in here and our
always mix the colours, so the more colours, the more nutrients.
Exactly, we want to eat a rainbow. Remember, we eat with our eyes. And then for a little bit of redness, we're adding the sun-dried tomatoes.
Yum. What's so cool about this recipe, all of these ingredients seem like you've already obviously baked them off before. You can have this in different dishes, make them, keep them for lunch tomorrow for work or for taking it to school. It's a really great opportunity.
It's a great family recipe for Green Monday, and it cooks very quickly. So if you're in a rush on your way home, stop by the shops, get your pasta. Well, usually we have pasta on the pantry anyway. And you can use any of your veggies.
Stunning.
And then we are simply, if you can scrape.
Sure, I'm going to put this over here for us, and then I'll also do some scraping for you.
Yes, please.
Let's see how much we can get in there.
And if you have leftovers, pack it in for lunch.
Totally.
It's great cold as well.
I'll take this one home for lunch. Don't you put any more there. That can stay behind, all right?
That's yours for tomorrow. Don't they feed you yet?
Oh, well, of course. That's what I said. Clem prepares my lunch for the next day.
And then breadcrumbs on top. You can also use nutritional yeast or a little bit of mixed herbs. And this goes into the oven for about 20-30 minutes. And we've already done it. So
well done, Leo. It looks absolutely delicious. My word. And a great, really simple way to make sure that you're using this delicious soy milk from Clover as well. It's really, really awesome. So it's so great to have dairy alternatives that make cooking your favorite dishes so easy. And in case you missed anything at home, here's a quick recap.
Made with love by Clover.
Clover Good Hope Soy Milk. Soy goodness naturally.
Made with love by Clover.
There you have it, your meat-free Monday sorted on Afternoon Express. Now listen, Twitter is going absolutely crazy. Thickleeyonce is with us on Afternoon Express.
Yeah, you are getting so much love out
crazy.
there.
The love is always real, and I'm so appreciative of it. I feel it, and it always overpowers the hatred. So I'm really always grateful.
Now, I mean, obviously the way you were attacked on Twitter that day was just vitriolic, and it was like horrible to watch. But something that I think is important to address in our conversation is those people who say you don't have a right to now play victim because you have cyberbullied other women before in the past, and you've body shamed women online. How would you address that?
One, I think
now that you have an opportunity.
Yeah, I think saying I've cyberbullied people is taking it extremely far, because I think I would define bullying a person as having passion to continuously bash someone, which is something that I have no interest in. But I do remember there was a tweet that surfaced. It always surfaces whenever something happens. It's a tweet from 2012 or 2013. I had said something about skinny women that was terrible. But then, again, in the same year, to show that I was really in such a bad place, I had tweeted something along the lines of, sorry, just thinking about it.
Sure. It's okay. It's okay.
I was just going through a lot, but I tweeted something along the lines of, if I was a man, I would only date tall, skinny, light-skinned women. Same year, like immediately, I think a week after
you believe that? You strongly
do
in
you
that
see
place
how terrible of a place that I was in? So it just shows that psychological effect of believing that I was not enough, I was not beautiful, and it created resentment towards women that I look nothing like. And I have continuously apologized for that tweet. The same year I apologized and I said, how dare I say something like this? 2014, I apologized. 2015, 16, 17, but people will never pull out the apologies.
You know what's really beautiful about your journey, love, is that you're teaching bullies out there to do a bit of introspection and say, why am I bullying? Ask themselves that important question and go to that place you've taken yourself to. And you're brave for coming out and saying this in this way and apologizing all the times that you have. And just for opening up your journey. It's such a courageous thing to do. So well done.
Yeah, and I hope that I don't have to keep on apologizing for the same thing. Everyone has said to me, stop apologizing. But I have girls that look up to me, that are smaller than me, that see the tweet, who have probably, because people don't pull out the apology, have said to me, Lee, I love you so much, you helped me so much, but then here's a tweet. What's going on? I mean, I've realized that the cause is bigger than I am, you know what I mean? A couple of weeks ago, I got a message from a 15-year-old girl who thanked me and said to me, ever since I've been in high school, I've never been to school. Every week when there's swim day, I don't go to school. For the first time, I went to school. I wore a swimsuit because of you. And that's when I realized that the cause is bigger than I am. So, again, for the last time, I am sorry. I was like 18. I had self-esteem issues that were bigger than me, you know? And I hope that I don't have to carry on apologizing for the same thing for the rest of my life. And I hope that smaller girls don't keep on running into that tweet and believing that that is the person that I am, because since then I've learned to celebrate every body type. I photograph women of all sizes, and I am like probably the most perverted woman ever. I see women and I'm like, oh my God, you are so beautiful.
You know what? You also have a right to make mistakes because nobody's born perfect. The whole self-love journey and self-caring is understanding that you can make mistakes. You are worth the lesson that it's going to take you to undo that mistake.
Yeah, and good on you for opening up your journey to the stuff, because you said you're a really strong woman and there are girls out there that I know that are not that strong and won't be able to take that kind of feedback. So good on you for almost sacrificing part of your journey for that.
Thank you so much.
I can't believe I cried.
We love you.
Promise there was no Vicks underneath her eyes. There was all live on SABC3. Listen, after the break, we're back in the kitchen, and while we're about to keep it healthy, sometimes we just want to have a little bit of a treat, and that is almost always arrives in the form of chocolate. And today, it's chocolate marshmallow cupcakes. Plus, we meet an entrepreneur who has created a sustainable solution to providing rural communities with clean, fresh water. Stay right where you are. Well, welcome back to Afternoon Express live on SABC3. Although I should probably say welcome back to a sweet episode of Afternoon Express, because the only thing better than eating a cupcake is knowing how to bake one. And with Snowflake's brand new Marshmallow Creations cupcake kit, your home can be turned into the ultimate baking paradise without any of the hard work. So it's easy baking as its best. And here to show us how to make a delicious chocolate marshmallow cupcake is the equally delectable Sue and Alan.
Hi, Daniela.
And it's always good to see you in the lot, because always
Always
you
good
so
to
colourful
see you.
and you make
Thank
these
you.
treats that make me happy.
I thought we did need a little bit of a spoil, and I love these Snowflake Creation kits. It makes everything so easy. So baking's a science. This is taking that out and making it accessible for everyone.
And fun, and for the kids too.
And fun, so the kids
I ended
can
up
help
buying
you.
it after the last time you mentioned it, because this is the easiest way to honestly make any kind of
Is
yum
your
dessert.
baking working out for you?
Totally.
I mean, it's so easy. You've literally got your wet ingredients into the bowl, and then we're going to take our kit. So this is our dry. It could not be more simple.
Chocolatey goodness. And whilst you're busy putting that in there, by the way, if you guys want to get all the details for this recipe, it's really simple. You SMS the keyword snowflake to 33650. It'll cost you $1.50 in your free SMSs. Won't apply. All the recipe details will come right to your mobile device.
And so we're going to just mix this up, and it goes really, really quickly. We just want to keep lots of air, and then straight into our baking tray.
Okay.
These beautiful, pretty little cupcake
Okay, does that come in the kit?
It's included in the
Oh
kit,
my
so you
gosh.
don't even have to get those. So
That's
I'm
so
actually
cool.
going to pour, and I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do with this. So once we obviously complete that, you can bake, pop a marshmallow on at the end, but if you want to mix it up and actually turn these into even more delectable treats,
Like
I actually
s'mores
think
almost.
pop it straight in and bake it so
Oh
that the
my
marshmallow
gosh.
melts. So that'll go in your oven, 13 minutes, that's all it takes. And we have these beautiful, perfect cupcakes every
Yummy. It's
single
like s'mores. The
time.
marshmallow melts on top and it cooks at the same time. That's really cool.
Because I like extra chocolate, what you want to do is just, drizzle and finish. And this is
yummy.
everyone can get involved. Kids, get them to kind of make a mess. I mean, it's such fun for them.
Yeah.
And it really, really is that simple.
It's never a mess when it comes to sweet treats. How easy is that? And for another look at how to make this incredible easy recipe that makes it nice and quick and easy, here's a quick recap.
Welcome back. So South Africa finds itself in a roller coaster when it comes to water supply. While the Western Cape is suffering a water crisis, other parts of the country are being flooded due to high rainfall. One factor that does remain consistent, though, is that getting sustainable, fresh, clean water to every South African is always a challenge. Enter Murendeni Mafumo, an engineering entrepreneur who hopes to provide a solution.
And indeed he has. Man, this product is so awesome. And I love the fact that you guys are focusing on the rural communities and focusing on communities who don't have that kind of access to water. Because everyone always thinks like, oh, water crisis, Western Cape, you know, southern suburbs, people are, you know, I'm not going to have my shower or my bath. But in fact, it's the communities that are going to be affected the most.
Absolutely.
So tell us about the product.
No,
thank you so much. So basically we use upcycled material. So primarily we use macadamia nut shells, which are generally waste, to purify water, and using a solar-powered pump. It's a 5-stage treatment process that is able to treat water from most sources.
So you're the brains behind this Kusini Water purifier.
Yes.
How did you find this out? How did you come up with this?
I honestly, so I used to work for municipalities. So I used to work for the city of Cape Town as a water technician. I also used to work for Johannesburg Water as well as a water technician. So it's part of the research that we've been doing. We've been doing research for the last 10 years or so, myself personally. So this is part of the research that I've been doing. It's just that I had to obviously now move on to a private sector in order to roll this out to more communities.
Yeah, you would have thought you would have left the city of Cape Town to start these sort of projects and focus your energy on it, but then from that it kind of exploded into a whole bunch of other projects too. So it's not the only thing you're working on. So tell us more about the project you're trying to do with Gentle Giant.
Sure. So, I mean, we also run a foundation which primarily focuses on inclusive education when it comes to maths and science. So I'm a scientist by training, so I believe that everybody should have access to science and technology, especially in the rural areas. So I'm from the rural areas myself. So we use technology to teach maths and science in rural areas, and we partner with other organizations. Primarily, our job is to ensure that each community is self-sustaining. So we go into rural areas and we partner with local NGOs, and we train them on how to use technology inclusively for science and maths.
What are some of the greatest challenges that educators are facing when it comes to maths and science in the classroom situation?
Sure. I mean, there's a whole lot of complicated things. People are talking about applications, things such as apps and mobile applications, all those things. I think the biggest thing is that the number of people that are in a class play a huge role. So the number of people that are teachers teaching play a huge role. If you look at some of the online material that's effective, things that are using an online platform, these are material that you can pause and you can play on at a rate that you are most comfortable with. So other classes that do well are classes that are smaller, where the teacher is much more personal. But obviously we can't get that in a rural settings because we've got obviously a lot of people in a school. So those are some of the big challenges that we do face, especially in the maths and science space.
Amazing. This man is incredible. He's a social entrepreneur, scientist. You've done it all. And I think what's so cool is on a Motivational Monday to be able to celebrate the work that you're doing. So thanks for coming to share some of it with us on the show today.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I'm so glad we have people like you in this water crisis that we're facing. So
Indeed.
That's absolutely incredible. So much more to come on Afternoon Express today. After the break, we're stripping it down to the basics as we show you how to cook the perfect scrambled eggs. Plus, we check out what went down at the BMW M Festival at the Kailami Grand Prix circuit recently.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. We're live on SABC3, and oh my word, we're going back down to basics, and I'm super excited for this one today because I've got one of my favorite people in the loft with me today. Yeah. So we depend on eggs for the best start to the day because they are equally delicious as well as nutritious, but admittedly, sometimes we struggle to perfect them, and I know this every single Sunday. Well, New Laid Eggs have sent us their refreshed and freshest eggs that we've actually got, and it is back to basics for us as we're learning how to perfect the most favorite perfect egg dishes. And today's chef and our food blogger Leeyonce Toba is here to show us how to make the most creamiest scrambled eggs that you've ever made in your life. So let's get started on this one, Leeyonce. So this is something that I'm keen to learn from you.
Yeah, so what we're going to do, I have my own method on making scrambled eggs, the perfect scrambled eggs. So pass me the eggs over there, please.
Sure.
Cool. So what I'm going to do, flat surface first. I'm going to crack my eggs inside the pan.
Wait, I thought we were making scrambled eggs.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my word, you crack them straight into the pan?
Straight into the pan, just like that. Cool. And note, I won't season them now. Why? Because that will just break everything, all the proteins, and then it will be as like really smooth and everything. So crack into the pan.
Delicious. While he's busy using the eggs, by the way, if you guys want to get all of the details for how to make the perfect scrambled eggs, you can SMS the keyword eggs to 33650 at a cost of R1.50 and your free SMSs won't apply.
Cool. And then what we're going to do is we're going to treat it like risotto. So basically we just keep on stirring.
Oh my word. So it like cooks with the butter and the eggs together.
Yeah, so it's going to be nice and fluffy, velvety. It's just going to be so awesome. So on and off. On and off.
And the whole idea being on and off is obviously you don't want to get it too hot so it cooks the eggs too quickly and the butter doesn't melt.
Yeah. We want it all scrambly and all nice and fluffy.
Delicious.
Cool.
That's such a nice idea. What a simple way to get that creaminess out of your eggs.
Absolutely.
A lot of people might just say that, oh, just use olive oil, but a nice way to do it is to include butter and crack those eggs directly into the pan and create the fluffiness in there. Otherwise, you whisk it and you get that foam on top, which isn't necessarily going to come across nicely.
So then obviously it will depend on how you want your scrambled eggs. You want them a bit wet, runny, or just like fully cooked. But yeah, so we have...
On and off and on and off.
On and off and on and off. And then basically what you'll have is over there, your scrambled egg there. So basically, do you want to help me top that up?
Sure, stunning. What have we got?
Okay, we have red onions, mushrooms.
Delicious. All right, obviously I wash your hands beforehand, so we've got that all clean and ready to go. So this is how to make the perfect scrambled eggs on top of something. You've topped it with sriracha already.
With sriracha, absolutely, yeah, because I love my scrambled eggs with sriracha.
Delicious.
Oh, cool, yeah.
Well, I'm making quite a mess here.
No, it's fine. It's called garnishing.
Yes, exactly. And breakfast is meant to be a fun meal of the day, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, and our favorite of all, a little bit of bacon.
Yeah, absolutely. And then maybe if you can like dress this as well.
There you go. And obviously, if you guys are trying to make your meat-free Mondays, you obviously can choose any of the ingredients that you want to be able to make. And just like that, delicious scrambled eggs, creamy, delicious, and oh so yum. And what's so cool is that next week, Leeyonce and myself are going to be showing you exactly how to make the most difficult egg of all.
Omelette.
No, the poached egg. I find omelets quite easy. It's going to be the poached eggs next week, so make sure you tune in again for more of the simple ways to make fresh eggs like New Laid delicious.
Speaking of a quick scrambled eggs, let's talk about speed. Endurance, passion, performance, premium, comfort, and the smell of fuel are one of the only few exciting aspects that festival goers could experience at the BMW M Festival, powered by Shell V-Power. I was there to experience it all firsthand. Check it out. What is it that sets Shell Fuel apart from its competitors?
Well, how we set ourselves apart from our competitors is that we listen to our customers and we have an attitude that listens to what our customers want, and we create an environment that is very conducive to create an experience that customers will not forget.
Why is it important for Shell to be part of an event like today's one?
We're a brand that is associated with innovation. So BMW M has come up with a very innovative experience for its customers, and it's something that we are excited to be a part of. So it is true brands that are excited about quality and create an experience that is quality-based.
France, what can a Shell V-Power customer expect from the BMW M experience today?
We want our customers to feel special. V-Power is quite a premium product. Everywhere else where you go in other markets, it is tilted with a premium stage. So we want our customers to feel how it is to be in a space where there's passion, where there's performance around these cars that are all being fueled by V-Power.
What do you hope hoping will be the main takeout for people here at the festival today?
There's basically two takeouts. The first takeout is that we've been saying to our customers since we launched the new Shell V-Power fuel, this is our best performance fuel. So bringing them here, we want them to understand why we've been saying when they go to our service stations that BMW M recommends Shell V-Power. So you come in to see this and experience it directly. The second thing is that all the cars that are here, there's over 400 cars, are running on the track today filled with Shell V-Power. So we want the customers to see what V-Power can do. And hopefully by the time they leave here, the first stop will be at the Shell service station.
Yes, Steve, why is it important for Shell V-Power to partner with a brand like BMW? Please tell us about the partnership.
Shell's been in existence for over 120 years, and over the time, we've sort of developed our performance fuels from the first fuel that we launched in the early 1900s. And over the time of the last 100 years or so, we've had a number of technical partnerships across different motorsport platforms, including the association that we have with Ferrari in Formula One, and the most recent one with BMW M, who endorses Shell V-Power. So, 60,000 hours plus of research and development every year goes into the V-Power that you put into your car, and that should be enough reason to say that you're putting the best in for your car every day when you fill up.
Now, there are so many BMWs here today, among which are some of my favorites. But one that particularly interests me is this brand new BMW M5. Why should customers get excited?
This is the 6th generation BMW M5. So this very one that you see here, straight from the Frankfurt International Motor Show. So we thought, well, let's come show it to South Africa before it launches in first quarter of 2018. So very powerful, and for the first time, four-wheel drive, and of course, a lot of horsepower and power in this car. So really, I think should get people excited, for next year.
So congratulations on winning the competition.
I'm so excited. I'm so happy. You have no idea. When they called me, I was screaming on the phone. That's how excited I am.
So who have you decided to bring along today?
I brought my little brother with me, Fidel. He loves cars just like me.
How do you feel about being here today?
Oh, I feel wow. I feel really, really wow. I feel like I'm in a nature reserve because, BMW is life.
So when you walk away from this experience today, what will be the most memorable part for you?
The cars. I have to say the cars, seeing the cars, taking pictures in them. That for me, that's the experience I'm going to live here with. Thank you to Afternoon Express for this experience. This has been amazing.
What I've enjoyed most about today's festival was the track run with the M3. It was awesome, it was out of this world. I've never experienced such G-force in my life before. It was like a dream come true.
The cars, the M Sport was amazing, and I am surely buying the M Sport next year. And she just loved every minute of it, and it's kid friendly. Thank you, Shell. Thank you, BMW, for this wonderful experience.
Now, a day at the BMW M Festival would not be complete without the BMW experience. And thank God it's powered by Shell V-Power, because that packs a punch. I'm holding on tightly.
Fast and the Furious, eh? Fast
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Furious.
It was such a great rush. I thought my heart was going to jump out of my chest. Besides being a self-love and body-positive ambassador, Leeyonce is also a motivator in the Woolworths #StartsWithChallenge. And seeing as we love challenges here on Afternoon Express, we want to challenge her to a rapid-fire Q&A to help us learn more about her and the #StartWith campaign. So here we go. We've got 8 questions, and
we're going to get to answer them directly after this.
Absolutely.
I believe balanced living starts with loving the body I'm in. Starts with.
I feel like she put in a game show voice. Ladies and gentlemen, Thickleeyonce on Afternoon Express.
Yeah. So, first question, what is beauty?
For me, beauty means being comfortable in my skin, being confident and believing in myself. That's what beauty is.
Okay, second question, what makes you beautiful?
My personality, my smile, and obviously my curves and my sexy body. I mean, look at me, girl.
You're a self-love ambassador. What words of self-affirmation do you say to yourself every morning?
I think, I've got pictures of myself on my wall that I see every morning when I wake up, and it's the last thing that I see when I go to bed. But I also like to look in the mirror and just say beautiful things to myself, but I don't have a mirror. Is it okay if I look into the camera and I kind of like...
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, we're here for it.
Okay, this is how it normally goes, like almost every other day. Lesego, you are beautiful, you are enough. You do not have to be beautiful like the next woman in order for you to know that you are beautiful. Learn to clap for parts of your body that the world doesn't celebrate. Learn to understand that there is only one you in this world, and most importantly, you are enough, you are enough, you are enough. That's how it goes.
I love this so much. I want to please record it and send it to me every morning. Just replace your name with mine.
It should be an alarm.
Yeah.
You should actually record it.
Actually sounds like a good idea.
I'm cheating the system here. We're on 8 questions. All right, so and the other thing is that health can be subjective. What does healthy living mean to you?
It's so funny. Thank you for asking me that, because whenever people see my pictures, the first thing is, oh, you are so fat, you're unhealthy. Suddenly health is a thing because fat girl. And I think it's important because I don't think people realize that fat girls or fat people in general also have eating disorders. It's a real thing. Fat girls starve themselves or they overeat and then vomit it out. So for me, this is very important, like taking care of myself, because it's self-love journey, and self-love means loving all of me from inside and outside.
Okay, cool.
Wow.
Fantastic. I like it.
Thank you so much. I loved all your answers, and I can't believe how you were firing through.
Let's save the rest of the answers for later on in the show. We've got lots of time with Leeyonce a little bit later on, so keep tweeting us, #AfternoonExpress. We'd love to hear from you. And so to continue the inspiration and feel-good vibes, we want you to join Leeyonce and others in the #StartsWith challenge from Woolworths. It is as easy as logging on to the Woolworths Facebook page, going into the events section and joining the Starts With event. Hear from our motivators, see how our very own Clem and others are doing and what they are saying as well. So make this the start to an all-new, healthier and happier young you as well. So don't forget to #StartsWith.
And to get the link sent directly to your phone, simply SMS Starts With to 33650. Starts With making that change today. SMS is charged at R1.50. T's and C's do apply, and no free SMSs do not apply.
We'll see you after this.
I believe balanced living starts with loving the body I'm in. Starts with.
Summer is officially on our doorstep, which means we're all trying to work off those unwanted kilos. Yeah, but does that mean you have to spend hours in the gym? No, not at all. Personal trainer and GNC ambassador Marlies Esterhuizen is in the studio today to show us how to work on our fitness and get toned without having to leave the comfort of your home. Marlies, welcome to the loft.
Thank you so much.
Right, so we all want to be fit and healthy. The ladies have got me in here with you beautiful girls to teach me what it means to look good for the summer season. Show us how we can do this at home.
Okay, so first of all, we don't need a gym contract to do these at home. So the first movement would typically be a lunge. Okay. So a static lunge. You can use dumbbells for this movement. Or if you don't have any dumbbells, then you can just grab something to the similar mass. Okay. Starting weight 2 kgs or 4 kgs.
So can I take these?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Indeed. Okay.
Also, to be honest, I don't have weights at home. I don't at all. So if I'm going on holiday especially, I'm not going to have this stuff. So
exactly.
Good to know.
So awesome. Okay, so first things first, form-wise, you need to keep your upper body nice and straight. Contract the core muscles. When you do your lunge, step forward. Okay, so you want to keep your legs in a parallel movement. You don't want to let the knees fall to the sides. Okay, so keep it parallel. Also, you don't want the knee to go past the toe.
That's what I'm doing. Okay.
Okay, other side.
And how many of these do you have to do in the set?
Okay, so you can do anything from 8 to 10 repetitions and then 3 to 4 rounds.
Stunning. And if you're at home watching us and think we look crazy, get up off your couch, make us feel part of the family. We want to be able to see these moves that you're doing too with us, all right? So get up off your couch, grab something that weighs similar to sort of 2 to 4 kilograms and start lunging with us.
Okay, awesome. Second movement. Okay, so this is called a plie or a sumo squat. So basically it's just a variation of the normal normal squat, but your feet will be facing outwards.
Okay, so you want to point them out a bit. Why do we do that?
Okay, so with this, you basically activate your inner thigh adductors.
Okay.
And then also with the movement up, you'll squeeze the bum, so the glutes will also activate.
Tight butt. That's what we all want for the summer season.
So you can also do this without a weight, or you can add a weight.
Okay.
But make sure you perfect the form and then you add your weights.
Right. So what is the good tip here for when doing these sumo squats?
Okay, same thing here. Keep the core nice and tight for balance, because obviously it's not the normal squat. And then you'll feel it tightens up the inner thighs and then the glutes as well.
I see. So as you're coming down, you're tightening up your inner thigh, and then as you're coming up, you want to squeeze your glutes.
Yes.
Okay. Sure. This is quite like, it's hard to keep your legs out like that. I think they're not trained to do that.
Yes, that's the thing. So that's the whole core, keeping it nice and tight as well for that extra balance.
Okay, and sitting back into it is a good tip. So using your heels.
Yes.
All right, how many of these do we do?
Shifting the weight to the back. So with this, again, you can start with 8 reps and move it or work it up to 15 reps and also 3 to 4 rounds.
Fantastic. And then what's next? What about upper body?
Upper body, okay. So with summer coming along, we all want to wear nice strappy tops.
And my mom always says she wants that nice little rounded shoulder, and she wants a little tricep definition. That's what she wants.
Awesome. Okay, so we can do tricep dips. You can use a chair or a table or a bed at home. First of all, you place your hands on the chair.
And take a sit back, get some popcorn, and then watch a movie, right?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so fingers facing forward. Then your legs will be in a 90-degree angle. Upper body nice and close to the chair. As you do your dip, straighten the arms up, squeeze. So you'll feel, as you're in the dip, the shoulders will be activated. As you straighten the arms, the pecs, and the triceps.
Wowza, so it's a nice full sort of upper body exercise, this one. And to keep control, you said you want to try and keep your lower back and your back as close to the chair as possible.
Exactly. Again, tighten the core, so then automatically the upper body will be straightened.
Okay. Ladies, I hope you're doing this at home with us as well. Get up off your couches, get onto your tables, your chairs, and get using these. These are really good exercises. Even I'm feeling this burn, so this is nice.
Nice.
How many of these do we do?
Okay,
I think
so
I've
with
done
this,
enough.
you can also do anything from 10 to 20 reps, 3 to 4 rounds.
Stunning. And then that's it. How many times a day can we do this exercise? Maybe once a day?
Once a day.
Okay. Marlies, thank you very much. And girls, give yourselves a round of applause. That was really cool. I learned a lot. Now we're giving one lucky viewer the chance to win a GNC hamper to the value of over 2,000 Rand to help you get into shape this summer. All you have to do is SMS the keyword clicks to 33650. VAS rates apply, T's and C's apply. Visit afternoonexpress.co.za to find them.
Clicks. Feel good. Pay less.
I'm sure you'll definitely agree that we've had so much inspiration on the show. Our guests have been absolutely amazing, from healthy food solutions to being comfortable in your own skin. On social media, we're asking you, are you personally affected by the standards of beauty often decided upon by the media? And here's what some of you have had to say. Well, we're going to be right back after the break. And after the break, we'll be touching more to Thickleeyonce.
Well, welcome back to Afternoon Express live on SABC3, and thanks so much for all the love that's been online for Thickleeyonce. It's so good to have her with us in the loft today. We're officially trending on Twitter already, so continue to share your thoughts with us. We'd love to hear from you. It's so good to see how much love there is for you online.
Like I said, there is always love all the time, and I think it's important to focus on that all the time.
Focus on the love.
Indeed. So from Woolies Starts With campaign, we've been asking Thickleeyonce a whole bunch of questions. We've got through 4. I want to try and get through 4 more questions and like quick fire answers for how you motivate yourself in the day. So do you want to go with the next one?
How has your perception of health changed over the years?
I think I've always thought that health is being on a diet and starving myself and like drinking smoothies or water the whole day and not eating. And this campaign has really opened my eyes. I mean, the other day I was eating a wrap that literally, it looked like paper. I would never think of buying it. I ate it and it was magical.
Delicious.
So I think just being introduced to new good food that is super healthy, I'm like, yay, and tasty.
So in terms of your journey, what have you decided to champion with the Starts With campaign?
For me, it was drink more water and stop drinking fizzy drinks. Like cut away fizzy drinks and just drink more water. That's what I've focused on.
Yeah, drinking water is the future. Gabrielle Union, who looks 20 at 25,
it's
says
crazy.
she swears by water.
So crazy.
Yeah.
So water, more water, less cold drink.
All right, and in terms of our next sort of questions that we wanted to ask you, it's all got to do with the Starts With campaign. We want to understand more about your journey into the process. What have you felt you've learned the most from the campaign?
I think I've learned like balancing eating and exercising, like making sure that I eat more green stuff and healthier stuff and better choices when shopping in terms of my grocery, and understanding that eating healthy does not mean eating boring, yucky food. It can actually be really fun. I mean, I've made some really crazy cool meals over the past few weeks that I've actually enjoyed. I've shared some of them on my social media. They're all there. So
What is your definition of confidence?
My definition of confidence is being comfortable in your skin and never needing anyone's assurance, knowing before you even leave the house that you are slaying, mama. Before anyone tells you. My mama taught me that one.
Okay, last one before we have to let you go. Obviously, all the ladies want to know what advice you have for them. So what words would you give to other women who are feeling like they're being isolated or not allowed to love themselves as much as you are giving them permission to do?
Yeah, for me, it stays as one message. Be you, love you, celebrate your own kind of beauty. Don't go around comparing your beauty with the next woman's beauty. Learn to appreciate your own beauty. Celebrating your own beauty.
We absolutely love the Starts With campaign. What do you love most about the Starts With campaign?
I think I love the diversity, the different body shapes, and just showing that literally any woman can be healthy, any woman can take care of her body regardless of her size, regardless of anything. So for me, the diversity, it's so important for other women to see women that look like them, to relate to other women, be like, I look like Bonnie's doing it, I can do it. I look like Lee's doing it, so can I.
Absolutely.
Listen, one thing I want to also clear the air with today, I'm so excited that you were tweeting earlier on that this was the last time you want to be talking about this hating stuff. Can we just get over it? Can we stop talking about all the negative hate?
You've apologized, it's done.
Thank you, Bon.
Is that a thing? So we're done and talking about it.
We're
No more media.
closing this chapter. No more apologizing. I hope they screen match our apologies as much as they, so that we can close this chapter and just move on.
Block all those.
I've blocked half of Twitter.
they say block is the new black, babe.
Block is the new black. If there was a limit, I probably would have reached it.
We haven't read all your comments on Facebook, so can I quickly sneak through two before the show ends today? So Kimberly says, I used to be, but I quickly realized that self-acceptance and self-love is the best thing that you can do for yourself. Ever since then, I'm wearing my hair, my crown in a natural way, and I don't conform to any beauty standards. So obviously the question was about, trying to not conform to beauty standards. Sinazo says, it took actually a lot to accept myself as I am because of a woman like Thickleeyonce. Big ups to her. The thing is also the media also puts pressure on us people to be perfect by being light-skinned and having a figure, etc. So awesome comments. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for leading this revolution.
Thank you so much.
It's really incredible to watch.
Yes, and we all need to hop onto it. It looks like the whole world is just as frustrated as I am.
Absolutely.
So let's all carry on celebrating ourselves as we are.
I love it. #Afternoon Express. Share your thoughts too, and don't forget that tomorrow is our weekly cook along, and our special guest is none other than former 5FM and YFM presenter DJ Waras, the Shady Lurker. So head over to afternoonexpress.co.za for the recipe and get your ingredients together. And I'm telling you something that you might not know just yet. There's an incredible surprise coming with him tomorrow, and it's a small surprise but with big value.
Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you same time tomorrow, same place for our cook along.
Good night and happy eating, South Africa. Bye.
Get a taste of the smooth life and win when you buy Tropica.
Follow the entry details on your Tropica bottle and stand a chance to win daily airtime prizes, weekly giveaways of Fujifilm Instax cameras, Daniel Klein His and Hers watches or travel vouchers. You could also win the grand prize of a trip for two to the Maldives and stay at the luxurious Adoran Resorts. Visit tropica.co.za for info and T's and C's.
Search for a home on any device, anytime, anywhere. Private property, a home for everyone.
Afternoon Express, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.